Howdy there, folks. What we're going to do today is the start of a video of how to make a custom arrow and a very tight match set of custom arrows. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find a set that is matched in spine, very close. And actually, this is a set I'm going to build for a winner of a contest on my Facebook page. So if y'all want a chance of winning some custom arrows by me, come up and visit my Facebook page. I give them away every now and then. So first thing to do, spine check. We want to make sure we got the grain of the shaft right. We want the grain pointing out at us so that we have the correct spine. We're going to put it on here. I'm going to adjust. These happen to be 23/64 shafts. We're looking for 68 grains, so we're real close. Okay, that's set. Put our 2-pound weight on. Put it on slow, don't want to put it on fast. And that appears to be 68 pounds right there. I know these are in the right spine range. Finding the, and I've pre-marked some of them. Let's see here. Do it again. We're going to put this spine on here. See the, or put the shaft on, make sure we got our grain pointed out toward us. See these arrows in the grain of the shaft? That tells it that it's pointed the right direction. Let's see, that's set good. You don't want to just drop the weight on, you want to apply the weight slowly. Like so. Oh, let's see, that one is, oh, that one there is right about 70 pounds, so that's a little bit heavy. Put that one off to the side. Let's do one more. Oh, let's don't do that one. It's got some spots on it. Alright, there we go. We got it lined up right. Now we're going to adjust it. Ooh, that looks like that one there is about 66 pounds, so it was a little light. But y'all get the idea. I'll go through these and finish getting them, and then getting a set of 6 of them out, and then we'll move to the next step. Okay, folks, we're back. Next step into making a truly matched set of custom arrows. After you've got a group of them that you've spined out, now you're going to need to sort that group by weight. And so we got our scale here. Get it turned on. I like to get them as tight as possible, but within 10 pound or 10 grains of each other is really close for wood arrows. So that's what we're going to shoot for. What we have here is about 463. That's about right for one of these shafts in the spine range. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. 59. That's within a few pounds. That's a good one. There's another one, 462.6. That's a good one. Man, that was pretty good. First 3, real tight. That one's still pretty tight. That gives us 4 right there. Alright. Alright, now that one's a little bit out. Let's set that one up here for right now. That one's out. That was good and tight. That was a little heavy. Okay, well, we're gonna let's set him off to the side. We may use that one. Depending on what these other three do. Ooh, there it is. Now we got one in there that is. Let's see, we got 6 of them. We got one of them in there that is 50 in the 50s. Oh, that one ain't no good. That one way light, way light, way light. That's a hair light too. And what we're going to do is we're going to go with the 6 over here. They're within about 6 pounds of each other. That's pretty doggone tight. So now we'll go to the next step. Alright folks, next step is tapering the knock end of the shafts. If I wasn't self-knocking them, I would go ahead and put the self-knock on at this point, but we're going to put glue-on knocks on here, so I have my taper tool. Oh, I have to get the right bushing for it, or it will not work. These are, like I said before, these are 23/64 shafts, so we have to have the 23/64 bushing in there. And basically it's just like sharpening a pencil. Go in and do this. Now I do have a attachment for my drill. When I get this one finished, I'll show that to you, because this is very time consuming. And wouldn't be too bad if this is all the arrows I'm going to build in a long time, but when I'm trying to build arrows, a bunch of arrows, but this here is a very good taper tool. And let me get the drill attachment set up, and I'll be right back. Folks, back. I've got this set up on my drill with the drill attachment, and I'll show you how quick and easy it is with the drill. Basically, just makes it a whole lot quicker, a whole lot easier on your hands, and you get the same basic results with it. It's just a whole lot less time consuming. Okay. Oh, this is a tight one. A little tight. It's okay. Now, I'll show you something here. See how this one's messed up here a little bit on this end? Well, what we want to do is we'll taper this end, because the next step is we're going to cut them off. And the last one. There we go. So get you a drill attachment. Okay folks, next step is cut them off to length. And what we're going to do here to make sure we get them the right length, because the length of the arrow is measured from this knock hole down here, the bottom of the knock hole. So we're going to put the knock where the knock's going to go. And these are supposed to be 31.5 inches. So we're going to come up here and set our setting. We're going to look down through there, that knock hole, and set it on 31.5. And we're going to lock it down. We're going to come down here and we're going to turn it on. And we'll cut it off. We can take that knock off because we're not ready to put those on for real. And we'll get our next one. We'll put it in there. And before you ask me where I got my cutoff saw, is I built it. I built this cutoff saw, so I could probably find the parts and everything and tell you what parts they are, but I actually built this one. Whole lot better than them Arrow cutoff saws by the Arrow brand cutoff saws. Alright, I think y'all get an idea, and I'll go ahead and finish this, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay folks, next step that we got them cut off is we're going to put the point taper on. I've already switched the taper tool around, put it back in the drill, and basically it's the same thing as putting the knock taper on. Alright, there you go. We've got the point tapers on, and be right back in a minute. We'll do the next step. Alright, next step is smoothing the shafts down a little bit. Got me some 4/0 steel wool. You're going to need a lot of this if you're going to build arrows. 4/0 steel wool comes in very handy. And basically all we do is wrap it around the shaft, run it up and down, twisting the shaft. As you can see, it'll find spots like that. I don't know, we may have to I'll have to take a closer look at that. We may have to go to a different shaft. Alright. Like I said, just do this like so, and it smooths the shaft, starts the smoothing process, and also cleans the shaft up some. You don't want to overdo it. If you overdo it, you'll get flat spots. You don't want flat spots. I almost forgot about starting the camera. I'd done a couple before I started the camera. There we go. Alright. Got them done. Alright, be back in a minute for the next step. Okay folks, the next step is actually straightening the shafts. I hope you all can see this. I try to get the camera at the right angle so you can see exactly what I'm doing. But you need to make sure you have a super flat surface, and the best way to do that is get a piece of granite like I have here. And my piece of granite is dusty, so what we're going to do here is we're going to wipe it down. I was over here cutting them arrows, remember a little bit ago. I know you've seen that piece of granite laying there. So now there's two types of straightening tools. This is called a shaft tamer. This is my preferred tool on raw shafts. And then this is an ace straightener. It's got a roller here on it. And I use that for once the shafts have a finish on them, because this roller is a whole lot easier on the finish because it rolls along, but it'll still straighten them. So today we're going to be using this shaft tamer to do the shafts. And I got my shafts, they're tucked back down here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to roll that shaft. And if you can see the humps, there it is. So we're going to look along here and find the middle, and it's right about there. So we're going to take a shaft tamer and we're going to rub an area right there. I still got a little bit of a bump in there. Let's see. Right about here. You might chase the bow along the shaft, so you just got to keep working at it. Still got a little bit of something. Yeah, chasing it on down the shaft here is what we're doing. I still got it on down here. So we'll go all the way down to the end, folks. Well, I got one down on the other end too. And you just got to take your time with this. No rush. Nice and easy. Get a whole lot better outcome. Still got a little bit in there. Kind of hard to do this with the camera there. There we go. That's a good looking shaft there. Let's do one more. Maybe this one won't be as difficult. Ooh, that one's got a big lump in it. See how it rolls? That one bowed up almost in the middle. Right about in here. Alright, let's try it again. Well, that's much better. It's still there. I chased it down this way a little bit. Right in this area here. Yeah. Getting there. Okay. There There we go. See that? There we go. All right. That's part one of how you build custom arrows. I'll be back with part two here shortly. I hope y'all enjoyed it and learned a few things so far. But in the next day or two, we'll get the other rest of it done. It's probably going to be a three-parter. I'm not sure. We're going to do a lot of things to these arrows. So y'all hang in there, and we'll be back with part two. Thanks. Bye.